When are they gonna be ready?
In an hour.
When your guys aren't ready for you, you gotta improvise. We're not ready, we don't have cameras yet, right?
Yeah.
All right, so here's what happened today. We went to start filming. Levy behind the camera, I got done with a beautiful video, and he says, are we supposed to be in slow-mo in this video? I said, what the We realized that we're not prepared. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna complain all day? I'm gonna make the best out of whatever happened because I'm here for 3 days. So we are improvising. We are out in the streets right now. We plan to be in the studio all day today, but we're not. We're out in the streets all day today. Anyways, I wanna talk to you real quick TikTok. You wanna buy land? You wanna make money in real estate? Here's what I did. This is the biggest mistake that I did. I bought this piece of land. I lost $20,000. I'm gonna break you how I did it, okay? First of all, bought the land for $190,000. Then put about $20,000 into it in plans, permits, and the other thing, and this sign over here, right? Then what I did is I held on to it for a year and sold it a year later for a $20,000 loss. You too can lose $20,000 by investing in dirt. Don't do it. Building is hard, especially in Las Vegas. I'm gonna talk to you about the problems and my solutions for those problems, right? First of all, it's not busy right now. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning, and they've got the traffic way blocked off over here from some crime going on or whatever. One of the serious concern for somebody in Las Vegas is gonna be their safety, because we do have a lot of crime here. So you can see, since we're off a major thoroughfare, one of the first things that I was going to do is I was going to make sure we secured the entire perimeter of this property with a iron gate. So there'd be like an iron gate so that nobody could just jump up, hop over the wall, and we'd put an automatic gate for them to be secure. And I've done this before because on a property that I'll show you, it was the same type of location, very busy street off of Alta. But what we did was we secured the entrance so that people felt secured. Now, if you're looking back here, you can see those strip views unobstructed right there. Besides the power pole, unobstructed, right? That's what really sells in Las Vegas. I'm glad I sold the property, and I'm gonna tell you why I sold the property. The property was bought for about $180,000. And I bought it, and it took me like a year to get the plans and the permits done. And by that point in time, I realized that that's not the highest use and best use of my time. To get a contractor, I called so many people to build my house, and the numbers didn't make sense, meaning that like to build it and then to sell it, I would lose money. And I'm not in the business of losing money. Sometimes you do lose money as an investor, but I was like, well, what do I do? So I put it up for sale for $220. Doesn't sell. Reduce the price, $210. Doesn't sell. Reduce the price again. Doesn't sell. Finally, I ended up taking like close to $200,000, which ended up being a loss of a marginal magnitude of pretty much nothing. But the reason I sold it is I felt like I would lose more money, more time, more energy trying to build it than I would just saying, you know what? This is not my wheelhouse. This is not something I'm interested in completing. And I'm just gonna decide to sell it to somebody else with the permits, with the plans, and let them deal with the problem. So what's my lesson in this dirt lot that we're walking around? If your plan don't make sense, change your plan. Don't stick to it, because sometimes your plan's just plain wrong. And if you got a builder who's willing to build the property for you for $800,000, and you bought the property for $200,000, and you can only sell it for $800,000, then you're gonna lose $200,000. That's not a good investment. What would be a good idea, which my wife was not open to, so I abandoned that plan, as I said, well, let's just do owner builder. Let's build it ourselves, let's get a construction loan on the whole thing, and let's live in the house, and then sell it when we move out of it. Well, she wasn't having that because she doesn't like the location. That means that maybe some other people aren't gonna like the location. What I really researched here was I looked at every house, every new house that has sold up and down Oki. Just to give you perspective, if you're not from Las Vegas and you don't know Las Vegas, the strip is east of where we're at right now. So that's pointed east, that's pointed towards Los Angeles, that's pointed west. But the further that you get towards the strip, generally, the higher the crime, generally the less people that wanna live there. That's why Las Vegas continues to develop west, northwest, southwest, and starts to fur out because we're just a big metropolis in a circle that keeps spreading out. Most of these houses were built in the early 90s, so that's probably when this subdivision got started. The reason I abandoned the plans is I was gonna lose money. I was just doing it to learn on. If you wanna check me learning, you need to check out my video about me building my own house, because I'm sure learning a ton, and I'm glad I'm learning there versus on something like this that I would have lost money on. If you're gonna build a new house and you're gonna do construction for your first time, make sure you work with a pro, make sure you work with a general contractor, make sure you do your research, and make sure that you subscribe to the Troy Kearns channel. Comment below, share this video with a friend, get started investing in real estate. Don't be scared. I still make mistakes, just learn from them. I paid $190,000 for it. I sold it for $200,000. So how did I lose 20 grand? Well, let's talk about what I really lost. What I really lost was opportunity cost, but I had to pay for an architect. I got the plans done. That cost me about $10,000 to $15,000. I went and got soil work, that's $2,500. I got a bunch of engineering plans, that cost money. And then I had commissions I had to pay, right? So even though I paid $190,000 and sold it for $200,000, I still lost $20,000 on this piece of land. So the big lesson is, have multiple exit strategies. When you're building, work with a general contractor that can build the property with the price of land for more than you can sell it for. Otherwise, only buy it if it's your primary residence, only build it if it's your primary residence, and don't be afraid to lose money. Just move on sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta move on, and guess what? I made the right move because they haven't built yet. I never built, the guy before me never built, and you know what? It wasn't meant to be. And sometimes you just gotta move on. You gotta say, hey, I made a mistake. And guess what? I made a mistake, but don't make a mistake by not subscribing to our channel, by not hitting the like button, and by not getting started in real estate, because failures are what you're gonna embrace in real estate. Success will follow failures, and you'll be successful by subscribing to our channel, by following me on TikTok, Instagram, all the socials, and sharing this video with a friend. Peace!